Welcome to the Buddhist channel. In the previous video, we talked about something quite unusual. Buddhism doesn't require a god. Or, in other words, the joys, sorrows, and happiness in our daily lives are created by ourselves. There is no jade emperor or higher being deciding who deserves blessings or punishment. Everything that happens Hasakus. So today, let me ask you a simple question. If everything has a cause, then where does our suffering come from? Why is it that we want to be happy, but still feel sad? Why does life sometimes feel smooth and other times completely chaotic? In Buddhism, the answer is very clear. It's cause and effect, also known as karma. But don't misunderstand. Karma is not about being rewarded or punished. There's no one up there making those decisions. It's much simpler than that. What you do leads to certain results. What you think, what you say, what you do, all leave imprints. And those imprints karma, whether wholesome or unwholesome, will come back and influence your life. So suffering doesn't arise out of nowhere. There's always a reason. There's a teaching in Buddhism that says, all phenomena are in constant motion. All phenomena ultimately come to stillness. Let's look at a simple example. You become attached to something. You're afraid of losing it. And one day, you do lose it. You suffer. You expect things to go your way. But life doesn't work like that. Gives you feel disappointed. You think things have to be this way. Things have to be this way, but reality says otherwise. Gives you feel stressed. Slowly, you begin to see suffering isn't random. It comes from attachment, craving, wanting everything to go your way. This is the key point. If suffering has a cause, then it can also come to an end, but not by changing the world. Instead, by changing the way you see it. When you begin to understand, everything is always changing. Nothing can be held onto forever. You can't control everything. Then something shifts. You start to relax. You loosen your grip. You stop resisting. And in that moment, your suffering begins to fade. Not all at once, but little by little. Like a knot, slowly being untied. So the question is no longer, why is my life so full of suffering? But instead, what am I holding on to that's causing me to suffer? When you truly see that, you're no longer trapped. And when you begin to let go, everything naturally settles into stillness. Everything in life arises from your own actions and causes. When you learn to let go and accept the present moment as it is, life becomes lighter, more peaceful, and truly happy. You begin to understand, and understanding is the first step toward freedom. And if this resonates with you, then in the next video, I'd like you to reflect on one question. What is it in your life that you find the hardest to let go of? See you in the next video.